All right, we're live.
Welcome back.
Well, after
It's been a while.
another vacation
Yeah.
or two.
This time we both got to enjoy one, not just you.
Yeah. Oh, should we turn the light on?
Yeah, we can do that.
Get the lighting in here.
Add
Set the mood.
a little brightness. It's a little musty outside today. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Am I good there?
I think so.
Yeah, I took the big one down.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be good. Nothing else says it.
You want me to restart it?
No.
Okay.
Jump right into it.
Cool. Well, welcome to episode
12 or 13.
12, 13.
Somewhere in there.
I think we're at lucky number 13.
Yeah. We threw it off the algorithm a little bit, though.
Yeah, we have definitely not been extremely consistent over the last month.
Sorry about that for all 9 of you viewers out there.
Right, I saw the last one had like 10. I'm probably 2 or 3 of them.
2 or 3 as well.
So,
Yep.
Kevin.
That was also my bad for the late post on that one. My phone decided to act like it was from Sprint and not upload correctly. So
I thought it was Cricket. I thought you had Cricket Wireless or something.
No. I had Sprint growing up, and I remember it being horrible. And then my mother finally switched over to Verizon, and then we've been with Verizon ever since.
Nice.
So
nice.
yeah, it's just even when like the towers go down, I still get some sort of signal, which is pretty cool. Anyway, for that little plug, how about a discount?
We'll take any sort of sponsorship you're willing to give.
All right.
So, where do you want to start? You want to start with golf?
Bro, so much has happened since our last episode.
It's been a crazy couple weeks.
It's been a lifetime full of events, like historical events.
Well, let's
start with our main thing, golf.
All right, golf. Yes, the Open was this past weekend.
Xander.
Second major win of the year.
Yep.
How about I don't think that was on many people's
card. I'll be honest. I mean, I've been on a hot streak this year with calling a lot of stuff, whether it was NBA, baseball, golf. I don't think I would have had Xander coming into this weekend.
No.
So, and it was funny. Like I saw a post. It was the 4 big matches that he's played in this year. He finished 8th, then 1st, then tied for 7th, and then he won this one, which was crazy. And he won this one fairly comfortably from what I saw.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't too many on his heels whatsoever.
I think he had a 2-stroke lead.
Yeah. So which in final day of golf, that's a pretty big lead. It's like being up 3 in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, I think he was a stroke or 2 off the lead going into the back 9 and had an amazing back 9.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So that's my understanding of
it. I'll admit, I didn't get to catch the full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
all I saw was him raising the trophy, and that man's always got a cigar. So good for him.
So I'm going to say this. Stogie. I'm going to be better moving forward. I will watch.
Hand up accountability.
Vacations are over with.
Yes, they are for both.
We're back to full speed straight ahead.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. As we enter into also football season.
Yes.
So I was thinking about today's episode, by the way.
Okay.
And I had a compelling question for you.
Oh boy.
Compelling question.
All right.
Golf season, which includes us being able to play, or football season.
I mean, there's no question for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same.
Football season.
All day. Yeah. Even though we have golf in our name and everything, it's like, it's.
I would admit, like, I'm a casual golf watcher.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely gotten more into it over the past few years, though.
Yeah.
Especially since we started playing a lot more and all that stuff. It's definitely been something that I look forward to, but definitely football brings back those core memories.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I'll admit, watching the Masters and everything is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Doesn't get any better.
Yep.
The Thursday and Friday, you're watching it while you're at work.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds you a little bit of the NCAA tournament. It's awesome.
Yep.
Yep. But, the others are good to watch at home on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Not as much like I need to... Oh man, I gotta watch this today.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but yeah, football season is right around the corner. I think training camp has started for some teams.
Already started opening up.
Yep. So excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume we got Hard Knocks coming. Sometime beginning of August.
It's already out.
No. The actual Hard Knocks, the teams that are in training camp, not the off season one. Right?
No, it's then what's been on? There's been Hard Knocks on Max the past 2 weeks. Which
Yeah,
one is
isn't that
that?
the Giants off-season one?
The Giant. Oh, so I didn't know that wasn't the actual Hard Knocks. I thought that they were just doing the Giants.
No, I
That like
think
they were the Hard Knocks team. Who's the Hard Knocks
who
team?
is. Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
I think it's the
Bears.
Bears,
It might
maybe.
be the Bears. Yeah.
The Bears.
2024.
It's great television, by the way.
Nah, it's not like it is one of the greatest shows. Yep, Chicago Bears. Yep, you are correct.
All right. So be interested to see that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up when Hard Knocks.
By the way, these chairs just are so relaxing. Yeah, it's got to be like the first week of August or something.
Exclusively on HBO. Off season with the New York Giants. Yeah, so I haven't tuned into that one. But yeah, usually it starts about a week before week one of the first episode, August 6th. There you go.
Yeah, normally
call.
around the Hall of Fame game, I think.
Yes. Yep.
So,
Yep. First episode will be August 6th, according to this.
I believe it.
Yeah, it sounds. Yep, Tuesday, August 6th. Sounds pretty actually. 2 weeks.
Sweet.
2 weeks in a day.
It's today? Oh yeah, today's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Still on vacation.
I am. I haven't come home from the Outer Banks yet.
Nothing wrong with
Despite
that.
being sitting here,
I was gonna
mentally, that's where I'm still at.
You see what I'm staring at mentally, right? I'm
Yeah.
still driving that right now.
Oh man. So let's start there. How was the Keys?
It was amazing. Up until coming home. Have a fun story about that. All right. So, A, not a soccer fan. B,
You're
after
not
coming
a soccer
home,
podcast.
less of a soccer fan now. Okay. So coming home, and I'll admit, I hand up, I made the first mistake. All right. I took one exit wrong because I hate Fort Lauderdale's highway system. I took one exit wrong because there was a lot of construction going on. So I'm like, so our flight left at 7 p.m. We left Isla Morada around 3:45, 4 o'clock. Okay. Had our arrival time at Fort Lauderdale Airport at 5:35. Cool. Hour and a half. Plenty of time. We're not checking bags. Plenty of time. Dropped the rental car off. So hit a little traffic coming out of Key Largo because it's one lane in, one lane out, and it's a long road. No big deal. Now the arrival time is 5:40. 5 minutes. Still not a big deal. So as we're approaching, it's like 5:30 now. We're 10 minutes from, like, we can see the airport. We just got to get, I take the one exit before I was supposed to take an exit. Okay. It happens. One exit, hop back on, boom. Should be no problem.
Sure.
So we get down, it reroutes it. Instead of 5:40 of the arrival time, it says 5:45. Darn. I lost 5 minutes. We're right here.
No big deal.
No big deal. So we're sitting at a red light. I'm angry at myself because I made the wrong exit. I got very angry at myself. My brother's calming me down. He's sitting in there. I got my two buddies behind me. They're like, "Oh, it's close, but we'll be okay. We still got time." Blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, like, there's an overpass on our left, and it's like solid concrete. It's not like the pillars. So you can't see anything to the left. All of a sudden, 15 plus Florida State troopers on motorcycles come rolling out together, and they're doing like donuts and circles in the middle of the intersection, and one stops right in front of us and just has his hand up like this as the light's green. And I'm like, I hear my brother go, "Shit." So I'm thinking it's an accident, something along those lines. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I guess they're just maybe trying to get an ambulance through, maybe trying to get a fire truck through, a tow truck, something like, we deal with accidents every day. Shouldn't take very long. Light goes through another cycle. Officer still like this. Nothing has come either. No emergency vehicles, no nothing. Just him sitting there with his hand up. I'm like, so my buddy who was sitting directly behind me, his brother, who plays for the San Diego Padres, made it to the MLB All-Star game.
Mm-hmm.
He made it as an All-Star. So he was flying home to Baltimore to then turn around for a 6 a.m. flight down to Texas to go see his brother play in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
He couldn't miss his flight, right? Like, because there was nothing else getting into Baltimore until later in the next day. And he had to be back at BWI by 4:30 a.m. the next day, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm getting nervous. 10 minutes has gone by. And the time to reach the airport is just continuing to climb and climb and climb. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm starting to lose my shit now. And all of a sudden, 2 big yellow coach buses with the name Columbia on the side of the country, Columbia. It was their soccer team that was driving by that held up traffic for 15 minutes.
Fucking soccer.
Because of an international game that was played in Fort Lauderdale, which they completely destroyed the stadium.
I saw that.
By the way, it's
nuts.
like, why would you want to host something like that if people are going to act like that? And then number 2, finally, when they let us go, our arrival time now is 6:05. So now I still got to drop the car off, still got to check the car in or check it out. And then we got to get through security and still get to our gate, right? So they finally let us go. So it takes us down an auxiliary road to get to the airport. In front of us is another state trooper who is going 2 miles an hour because people are sitting on the shoulder waiting to pick people up at the airport. And of course, you're not allowed to do that. So now we're stuck behind him. Now the arrival time says 6:10, 6:11. 6:12, and I'm like, come on. And this isn't to the rental. This is just to get to the airport. So then, I've been to Fort Lauderdale probably a dozen times. I know where that rental car drop-off exit is. If it's here, this is where it let us in, ahead of it. And you can't turn around. So we then had to do a whole circle, a whole loop around it. Again, as we're in the loop, it's so big they have red lights in there. Like, they just stop all traffic so that people can walk back and forth to the garage and stuff. We're sitting at one of the red lights. And needless to say, the speed limit's like 10 miles an hour there. If they have cameras, they got me going 40 or 50 easily. No doubt in my mind. As we're sitting there, a buddy of mine who was already in the airport, who just drove in a different car, texts us and says, security line is fucked. Good luck. Guess what time it is? 6:18. We got 42 minutes. Talk about anxiety through the roof. Through the roof. I looked at my brother and my 2 friends in the back seat and said, you guys just want to get out, go. Like, if you make it, I said, if you can hold the flight for me, great. If not, I'll find something in the DC or Philly. Or I'll fly in. My buddy was flying into Charlotte. I said, I'll fly into Charlotte and just rent a car and drive up to 6 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I said, but I knew he had to go. My buddy whose brother plays, I knew he had to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the other 2 guys, they had work the next, all that kind of shit. I'm like I felt horrible because I knew all this would have been avoided had I not taken the wrong exit. Like, it still just kept coming back to, you dumbass. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Like,
and this trip is all for you, too.
This trip was all for me. Yes, the whole trip was for me. And I had the most amazing time ever. Yet I'm the one who almost ruined it. So anyway, and the end of this story will just show you how jacked up my best friends are, right? Some of my best friends are. They're like, no, we're going to stick with you. We'll make it. We'll be okay. So we get up there, and there's about 4 cars ahead of us in the Hertz line to drop the car off. And I'm like, just go. Get your shit out. Just get your shit out and go. I know where I'm going. Run. Just run. I said, and hold the gate as long as you can. I will try to get there. So, because they will hold the gate for like 5 or 10 minutes. If someone says, hey, he got stuck, he's coming, he'll be here, blah, blah, blah. They will. I've seen them do it before. I've been on a plane where they've done it. So I'm like, I know I have at least till 7:10 before they officially lock that gate down. And
was 7 o'clock boarding?
No, 7 o'clock was takeoff. They had all, yeah. So hold on. So boarding starts a half an hour before, 20 minutes before. Yeah. So I'm waiting in line at Hertz at 6:25. That's why I told them, go, just go. You know what I mean? Hoping that they get through security within 20 minutes and then boom, go. So I threw my brother took my big carry-on bag with all my clothes. All I had was my backpack, which had my wallet, my cell phone, and my cell phone charger. Like, if he makes it on the plane and I don't, I'm okay without clothes. I'll go buy something, but at least I have my wallet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I put my backpack on. I strap the front around. I'm in socks and sandals because I like to travel comfortably. I have not ran that far and that fast in 10 plus years, maybe 15 plus years, to get from the car rental checkout to the security line. And in Fort Lauderdale, with the security line, you come up the escalator and you can see the security line. As I come up, I look. There's no one there. My buddy was messing with me the whole time. Yep. I got up, so I was walking up to our gate at 6:29, and a minute later they said we're going to start pre-boarding.
That's hilarious.
I told my buddy who texted us, the security line.
You have no clue what you just did.
I told him, I said, I've never wanted to punch you in my life, but right now I want to. And he's just giggling his ass off. He goes, I knew once you guys said you were in the terminal, he goes, I knew you would make it. He goes, there was literally no one in line.
Yeah.
He goes, and none of you were checking a bag. He goes, none of you have any security issues. He goes, he goes, I knew you were going to make it. He goes, I just wanted to add anxiety because he's the friend that we all used to make fun of who wasn't the most responsible one. He goes, I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. I got to my flight early. I'm like, oh, I can punch you right now.
Oh, man.
So, needless to say, as soon as I officially, all anxiety just went away as soon as I came to the top of that escalator and saw no one in security. Like, I literally caught up to my one buddy and my brother. Because my other friend had the speed pass, what's the pre-check stuff, so he was already through. I had ran so fast, I caught up to my brother and my other buddy. They were just starting their security check-in.
I bet you're sweating bullets.
I was dead tired too. My calves were burning until probably we got over North Carolina. Like mid-flight, my calves are just on fire, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, never again. Don't do this again. Do not do this
Something
again.
to talk about.
So, but I mean, as amazing as the weekend was, like, what an ending! Like, what a story to end it with.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't make things easy on myself. I love making them.
I like doing things the hard way.
It's, what's the point of life if the whole thing's going to be easy the whole time?
That's how I learn best.
Absolutely. So, hopefully, you have much easier travels to the banks.
I will just say Northern Virginia.
Oof.
I never ever want to drive through there. How is it that bad?
They have. I mean, when are they ever going to do? Like, I would do if they built a highway that literally went around that D.C. Northern Virginia area. I don't care if it took me an extra hour. I would take it.
I'm with you. I don't want to
just so I can drive. Yes, exactly. Just to be able to say, hey, well, if you do that, it'll take you an extra hour. At least I'm not stopping and waiting for someone.
Yeah.
Because nothing drives me more insane than having and sitting there watching a cop like this, knowing that you got an hour to get to a plane. I'm like, come on, man. So, but
yeah, it was. But other than that, trip was great.
Smooth sailing. It's always smooth sailing once you get past Northern Virginia.
But still, I think we left down there 6
a.m.
6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I think we got home right around 1.
It's not terrible awful, at all. No.
But like
of course, kids. I'm sure you had stops along the way, all that kind of stuff, right?
So we stopped once to get gas, and
Did you take the bourbon?
No, took the truck.
Really? Oh man!
You can get more in the bed of a truck than you can.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In there, but
you're right.
Also, like, we hit traffic on the way out. There was an accident that kind of like slowed things down.
Yeah,
that probably added a half hour.
So essentially, you could have probably made it home around noon.
Probably,
had it not been for the extra stuff.
Yeah,
I got you.
So,
which still not bad.
Still not terrible.
Nope.
But I love it down there. Like, we stay in a house, not oceanfront, but right across the street.
Yeah.
And just walk over to the beach. Yeah. We had pretty good weather all week, and the house has a pool, so lunchtime, kids are tired and everything. Go in the pool, and it's awesome.
Chill at the house, cook out on the grill if you got one. Absolutely.
And the Outer Banks is just like a whole different, like, relaxed.
It's
you
not
know?
like an Ocean City.
No,
Where
it's
you
not built
gotta
up like that. No,
no. And I like the fact that they haven't tried to do that.
they don't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying, because you know that there are some people like, oh, we're losing a lot of money we could generate if we did this, we did that. They're like,
If
no.
you do that, just go to Myrtle Beach.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah, drive the extra 2 hours and go down to Myrtle Beach. Right.
Yep.
It's like 2.5 hours extra or something like
I
that.
hear they're now doing flights out of Hagerstown down to Myrtle Beach. Well, I know you can get one out of BWI down there.
Yes. Yeah.
But
yep. They're not as.
I
They're
think you're
not
flying
very
like Spirit.
common. Yes. Yeah.
But
yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's starting to become a more pop because people don't want to go to Ocean City anymore. What we spent, a group of 9 of us, there were 9 of us that went down to Key West.
mm-hmm.
What we spent, not only to get there, get back, the house, the rental car, and probably, food and drinks and everything, we would have spent the same amount just driving to Ocean City. And I'm talking all together.
And stay in a hotel and
stay in a hotel. Yep, stay in a hotel. Go to a crowded place,
which
at
is
all
crazy
time.
for Ocean City. Like it's.
I don't understand. I mean, that's why me and you keep continuing to look at rental properties down there because people are still going to go. They're still going to pay ridiculous money, and I don't. I mean, I guess people go there because either A, they don't want to fly, they're afraid of flying. Maybe they have really young kids and they don't want to fly with really young kids. It is convenient.
Yeah,
you want to consider it like that, but I mean, if you call it close then. I mean, you can fly. It would take 4 hours, 15 minutes to get to Key West by flight. So what are we arguing here?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one accident on Route 50 going to Ocean City, you're driving 4+ hours to get down there.
I still think a lot of people just don't like the hassle of flying.
I've flown so much; it's not hassle to me. I guess when you got kids, it's definitely
when you have kids.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can't speak to that yet. I will eventually one day because Doc is definitely going to be traveling with us a good bit. But
when you have multiple kids in a car going, and in the truck, like we just have the 3 back seats, or the 3 seats in the back, and they can all touch each other, so they're kind of, oh my god.
And here I thought I had a rough trip just getting to the airport.
Are we there yet? Are we?
There's not enough tablets and headphones in the world to
exactly
suck up that.
The batteries die.
Yeah,
the hotspot's only gonna last for so long. But no, they were pretty good. All things.
I was gonna say probably the little bit older that each of them get, they kind of I got buddies I got one buddy, his daughter's in high school, who went with the same age as us, and his daughter's in high school already. And I mean, he tells me all the time. He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They definitely start." He goes, "It's a straight up peak at that certain age." He goes, "But then you gradually, as they get a little older, you know what I mean.
They don't want to be around you as
especially
much."
Especially getting into the teenage years. He goes, "I'm lucky she says hi to me in the morning sometimes." He goes, "But," he goes, "It is what it is."
Mm-hmm.
So and then he's got a son who's he'll be 10. I think so. Yeah, they're kind of close in age, but they're far enough apart to where they're definitely in 2 different parts.
Yeah.
So,
but